There's someone here who they often realize that people feel intimidated by them and kind of like nervous, or it's just this way of them not really tapping into their own energy. They notice that when they're around many people, they get distorted. So they feel like they don't really have a chance to really meet people for who they truly are. And that tends to aggravate them. It seems like this is someone who is well known. Like this is someone who many people have a high respect for. Now, they appreciate the respect, but then at the same time, it actually makes some people a little loopy. This is what I'm getting. It makes people a little loopy and they act strange. And they just want people to be normal. And it's not everyone that acts this way. It's usually people that are interested in them. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. So this person is someone who appreciates your aura, your demeanor. You're poised. I'm hearing you're poised. The way that you carry yourself, they appreciate it because you treat them like a human being. You treat them with a different kind of respect. Not the one that's scary, because I feel like a lot of people have this like timid energy around them where they act a little, like a little off. And this person has a tendency to pick that up, and they don't really like when they feel that. Oh, they're not going to really say much about it because they know why. They're used to people reacting to them that way. But it does tend to get old. And they just want to... It's like they know they have influence, but they just want to really connect with people in a way that they don't want them to feel like that. They just want them to know, like, look, I'm your brother or I'm your sister. It's just me. Like, I don't want you to... I don't want you to feel comfortable not being you, is what I feel, okay? Now, when it comes to you, you are comfortable, and they can see that in you. And they appreciate that so much, just off the strength that they don't get that often from people. It's like, oh, I could tell that you're just being yourself. Because this person... it feels like they're around a really good amount of people on a regular basis. So they pick up on energy. They can feel when somebody's nervous or when somebody has an attitude or when somebody's just over the top doing a lot. They could just feel different energies. And so now with this particular person, when they're around your energy, they know that you're being real with them because they feel your comfort level is high. You have a high comfort level within yourself, and they like that about you. They feel like this is a feeling that they get around you, and they feel like they could trust you. They also feel like you are someone who's easy to trust. It's just the first, when you get a first impression off of someone, and just by talking to them, one conversation, no matter if it's like 5 to 10 minutes, you can pick up on a lot from a person in such a short amount of time. And this person just feels like you come off initially as a trustworthy person, and they don't feel like you would veer off of that just from whatever was discussed, even if it was for a short time. It's just the first impression is that's what they got. So, you're like a breath of fresh air to this person because they're not used to that. They're not used to feeling that way. Now, they could also be attracted to you, and you could be attracted to them too. And you can kind of feel that as well in the beginning stages. You could feel that's chemistry. It's attraction. It's just, that's natural for human beings. And so they definitely know that there's some attraction there. And yet there's so many that they also know are attracted to them, but they couldn't control their emotions in that time. You were able to be calm and like really connect with them so they can hear you and then it's not all crazy and erratic, because I feel like they get a lot of crazy erratic energies, and that can make a person feel like, wait, okay, hold on, you're a little close, can you back up a little bit? It can make you feel like that. And of course, I don't feel like this person will want to come off standoffish, but there are times when some people are excessive when it comes to their energy, and it could be like it could cause discomfort. So yes, that's what I'm feeling here with this message. Hi. That's what I'm feeling here with this message. And what else was I gonna say? I just got distracted by a greeting. Yes, so now with this particular situation, this person actually does really appreciate your comfort level. I feel like that's what this message is about, just because it shows that you are different from the rest, because they're so used to seeing a certain energy, or certain energies. Like there's a top 3. I'm hearing a top 3 energy type, and you're not in those categories at all. You are in your own category, and that's causing them to be drawn to you, because you have an air of peace over you. So being that you have that is completely different from all the rest of them, and they just recognize that on you. So that's a good thing, because that's showing that you are able to have a good first impression on people, because regardless of being yourself and not caring about what others think, you don't want to come off crazy when it comes to dealing with people. You don't want to be seen as someone who is not trustworthy, because that's not good. You don't want to be looked at like that. Who wants to be seen that way? And someone who you also don't want to be seen as someone who doesn't know how to control themselves or control their energy, because I know I don't want to be around nobody like that. So if I pick up on that energy, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna steer clear of that one. So in that sense, you don't really want to have a bad impression, but I feel like the best way to not have that is to be yourself and just be respectful, and treat people how you want to be treated. Okay, so you do that already though, because that's basically what this message is about. I'm just talking from different perspectives of the topic. So that's it for this message. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, especially if you resonate with this message. Also, you can book a healing conversation or a reading by visiting www.milkhoneygrove.org. And also, if you would like to join the membership just to support me, you can. And I appreciate you in advance for those who decide to join. And I will see you in the next one.